Thank you very much. Right, that concludes the auction. Thank you so much for your support today. It's been an absolute pleasure to come back, and I've had a fantastic day in memory of the legend that is Craig Dundas. One more round of applause for Craig, please. Right, just to conclude proceedings, this will be the last formalities of the day before the music goes on, and then we can all enjoy the rest of the evening. Another club legend coming onto the stage. He was a huge support to me and the football club while I was here. Can we give a massive round of applause back to a club legend that is Adrian Barry, please? Thank you very much.
Ladies and gentlemen, first of all, huge thanks and appreciation to Matt for conducting our auction today. Job very well done. I think if he hadn't got the job at Eastbourne Borough, there was a job for him at Sotheby's. Great work. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is fantastic. What a wonderful day we've all had here together this afternoon. It's been really great to see so many familiar faces who've made an outstanding contribution to this club's recent history. So to all those people, welcome back to Sutton United, and thank you for joining in this event. It goes without saying, I think, that the fact that there was so many of them here today, and indeed so many people watching the game and supporting, and in this bar this evening, it's a testimony to the popularity of and the strength of feeling people have towards the club legend that is Craig Dundas. Now, ladies and gentlemen, testimonials are not that commonplace these days. They just aren't. Players don't play that many games for just one club anymore. I was chatting to Tony Dolbear earlier, asking him how many more recent testimonials we've had at Sutton. I remember the one for Larry Pritchard back in 1984, and we've had 3 or 4 since, but none since 2001. And I think if you look around, a lot of clubs at our level, above and below, testimonials are not that commonplace anymore, because players do not commit themselves to individual clubs in the way that Craig has committed himself to Sutton United. But if you've played 586 games and scored 109 goals, you've played for the club in 3 historic title-winning seasons. 2011, who remembers that one in the Isthmian League? 2016, promotion from the National League South into the National League. Who remembers that one? And then, of course, who can forget 2021, the historic ascent into the Football League for Sutton United. Craig was there for all 3 of those. So, it's not just the number of appearances and the number of goals, it's the man himself too. It's the person that we're celebrating today, ladies and gentlemen. And the reason why there are so many people in this room is because they love Craig Dundas, because when he pulled on the amber shirt, it mattered. It mattered. 100%, man, all the way. Now, between 2007 and 2024, that's a long old period, 17 seasons, arguably our most successful and exciting time to be Sutton United supporters. He also served under two of the most outstanding management teams we've had at this club. We were delighted to welcome back to the club today Paul Dodswell and Ian Baird. And of course also Matt Gray and Jason Goodliffe. And the very best of luck to both of them on the next venture. I'm sure they will be immensely successful and we'll all be watching out. Now, it falls to me today to make the speech today because unfortunately your chairman Bruce couldn't be with us this evening, which those of you who know him will know that he was personally devastated by the fact that he can't be here this evening. He has pretty much witnessed all of Craig's 586 appearances, but family comes first there, and he had a long-standing family engagement abroad. But I know he's actually here really, but unfortunately can't be here in person. So it falls to me today to say a few words of thanks and appreciation on behalf of the football club. So, without further ado, already initiated into the Hall of Fame, I'm delighted to present to your club legend, our club legend, Craig Dundas, a salver from Sutton United Football Club. I'm going to read it out to you because people present things and they don't actually know what's on it. Well, I think it's important to say what is on this salver. So I'm going to invite Craig to the stage in a moment, and I'm sure he'll say a few words in response. I have two memories of Craig, two memories of 586 games, and I pretty much watched all of them as well, Craig. We've already touched on one of them. It was the 5th of December 2015, when Craig Dundas scored probably the best goal I've ever seen, let alone by somebody in a Sutton United shirt. Hands up those who were at Concord Rangers that day. And we did win the game 3-0. Can't believe they got that wrong earlier. That is the best goal I've seen. Took the ball from our edge of our penalty area, beat 8 players, slotted it past the goalkeeper. Maradona against England has nothing on it, let me tell you. And the second, and I want to just mention that again now too, is the 11th of September 2021, when Craig Dundas became the oldest outfield player to make his debut in the Football League, and it was Sutton United's first ever win in the EFL against Stevenage that afternoon. Those two occasions stick with me, fantastic. I've also got to say to you that on that particular afternoon, Craig was brought on to do a job. We were 2-1 up, hanging on a little bit, and Matt said, go and hold the ball up front. And I had this vision of Dundo standing by the corner flag on that far side, shielding the ball from these 3 20-year-old Stevenage players, saying, get that off me if you can. Fantastic work. Brought on to do a job. You did it, Craig. Brilliant. So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the stage our legend, his testimonial today. It's Craig Dundas. The Silver Salver says, presented by Sutton United Football Club to Craig Dundas, and simply thank you for your outstanding service. 2007 to 2024, 586 appearances, 109 goals. He is going to get you. Craig Dundas, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, can't follow that, as you don't know me. I'm the man of few words. Where do I start? I came up to this club not expecting much. Yeah, having played down the road, can't say the names. But I came with no expectations, and it's a club that's kind of done a lot for me, football-wise, and even outside of it, helping me with things that I've had gone on in terms of losing my mother. This is the place that I used to come and train every day, and everyone would just treat you the same as the players, and it got me through a lot of tough times, as well as my family, which I will get to. It's a club where I've experienced everything in terms of, we've had a relegation, people won't remember that the first year, but then we've had 3 title winning runs, as well as the big FA Cup days, and getting big teams and that down here. So I've got a lot of people here today. I want to big up my teacher, Miss Simpson. If you can stand up, I know you're in the front. She's my PE teacher from secondary school. Her and her husband introduced me to men's football as a 14-year-old. From then, I feel I've gone strength to strength, and that's the kind of a big help in my football career. So yeah, just want to thank you while you're here. Let you know. As well as all my teammates who've been here, past and present, other teams as well. It's a team sport, as we say, and I couldn't have had any of my success without those guys. Just want to thank you lot all for coming, giving up your Sunday, and yeah, thank you lot for coming, and I appreciate all the time you've given me in terms of like hard days we were away, travelling, all that sort of things. We got Enzo for getting me the sweets every week on the coach. Even though he bought them for himself, it was really for me, and he knows it. And then you got Easty and LJ, or Lewis John, as we call him, and Chris Dixon, as I'm looking at him now, who's bringing all the vibes and that. But you boys have been a big part of my role in football and stuff like that, so I'd like to thank you very much, and obviously everyone else. On to my managers, obviously Matty Gray, we've got Beardy and Doswell. We've always had their trust in me. Even though I'm not a most confident person, I don't really believe in myself. I always believed that I could be dropped or released at any time. So I think that's probably one of the things that kept me playing football for as long as I have, because I've never always thought I'm the main guy basically. But they've always trusted me, they've given me the confidence to play for as long as I have played, and just want to thank you lot for giving me the chances that I've had been, and obviously playing in the league. Doswell giving me 500 games. He did get rid of me at one point, but we won't talk about that. But yeah, we've had a good run. And yeah, thank you as well. I don't want to keep it too long. On to my family, on to my wife and the kids. She's staring at me there. She's been what I'm going to say, but she's had to deal with a lot of, say, recreational time with the boys. Me coming home in the mood after a loss, or me being out a little bit longer than I should be after a win. Yeah, Easty, you're to blame for all that. But yeah, it's been supporting me through all the times I've had. I don't get injured a lot, but when I have been, she's been there for me, letting me know that I can get back to where I want to be, and I'm a good player when I have my down days. So just want to thank you, Sarah, for the support throughout the years. I might retire, I don't know what's going to happen next season. One more year, I'll be here 1 more year for the last 10 years. But yeah, we'll see how we're doing. Obviously I've got my next chapter as manager. We'll see how that goes. I started off well winning the cup, so I think it's downhill from here. So yeah, I don't want to keep you all for too much long. One of the sayings that we used to have in the change room, mainly off JC, is win or lose on the booze. So we did lose today, obviously. So yeah, we lost today, so everybody get on the booze. Thank you everybody for coming, spending your hard work money on me, and I really appreciate it. It's been a long ride, it's been enjoyable. It's a bit overwhelming me seeing everybody here today, but I appreciate it all. So thank you everybody for turning up. Yeah, love you all. See you around.